segment, and Salilo in studio with me, Mr. SM himself, Makudiri, Salam Media, Digital Salam Media, a producer of the program. How are you? Good evening, my man.
I'm good, man. How are you?
Awesome.
Brilliant,
Well,
brilliant
I'm
stuff.
privileged to have you in studio here.
I'm privileged to be sitting here.
Oh,
This is holy ground right there,
Ah.
man. Not just anyone gets to sit behind the mic at ST. You know
Oh,
what I
really?
mean?
Now? Hey, look at me now. Well, Sonic holding it down. Hats off, my man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we welcome one and all. Hoping you've had a good evening so far and enjoying the program. Right. Coverage of obviously this week's football, obviously being the Euros and the Copa America. Starting with the Euro. Man, it's been an interesting
Interesting
few
week.
days
Yeah.
and few matches.
Yeah.
Looking at the tables, and something that really caught my attention is the groups, and we're looking at obviously the consistency of Italy.
Yeah. I
Three
think
wins.
the
Belgium.
Azuris, as they are affectionately known, they're really the how can I put this, the surprise package of the tournament.
Well, I mean, you got Roberto Mancini.
Yeah, you have him, but people have been saying a lot of stuff about the team and the age of the team. And
Would you agree, prior to obviously the tournament commencing, there was a lot of focus on England and how great talent they have? And what they're going to be doing. And
England
look at them
is
now.
it's another story. I saw a really interesting tweet from a friend of mine. He was like, each and every tournament, when we go into it, there's always a lot of noise made by the English media, because we know how powerful they are and how passionate they are about their national team. And there's always noise.
We obviously look at Sky Sports now.
Exactly. And then someone said England might not necessarily be the most talented team in the Euros right now, but they just have big names of a really well marketed league. So
that's a strong comment. I mean,
that's a strong comment, and I'm
Coca-Cola versus Pepsi going on.
Exactly,
yeah?
and I can't say I fully agree, with the comment. I mean, you can check England's squad. You have the likes of Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Phil Foden. These are players, Luke Shaw. These are players, that have been really doing really, really well in the local league. It's just, they just lack something. I think in this tournament, the English have, prior the tournament, the likes of Harry Maguire and all those players, you thought, they look good, they look promising. Harry Kane scoring goals in and out, and he hasn't even scored one. I mean, the only player that has scored for them was Manchester City striker.
Foden.
No, not Foden. I just forgot his name, and so he scored two of their goals so far. So I think they're just missing something. I'm not sure what's that missing element that they are missing, but it's just I can't tell you. I can't tell you. So there's just something missing from England. They haven't really.
Friday Night Live program, I was speaking to Len, and we're talking about the Dutch system, the 4-4-2. And in my opinion, the Netherlands and Belgium, I think, really are a formidable force in this year's Euro tournament. With no disrespect, obviously, Portugal, France, the World Cup winners, but looking at obviously the cracker of a match, which was obviously France and Portugal.
Raheem Sterling, that's who I was looking for. Okay. Yes, he scored two of England's goals. They I think they drew 1-1 and then they won 1-0. So he's the one that has scored both goals, and Harry Kane is yet to hit the mark. So speaking of the Netherlands, they're also really, really playing some really mesmerizing football. I think Jan Wijnaldum, he's doing really good. I think he's just making a point there with his move, obviously going to PSG from Liverpool. It's kind of showing the the bosses that have signed him out in Paris that you guys made the right decision. And also we've
The
seen
battle of the oil merchants. We're
yeah
gonna see
yeah
next
it's
season,
it's
as they
big
say.
it's big. And you also have Memphis Depay. He started really slow for
I mean, the list goes on. Quincy
it
Thomas,
goes on, yeah. And Memphis, he was also one of the stars that we were all looking forward to seeing in the tournament. And I think the first two games started a bit
Frankie
slow.
de Jong.
Frankie de Jong, yeah, but Memphis Depay also came nicely. We also know that he's moving to
Are you
Barcelona.
going to win a run here?
No. I think you
You
can't
must have something
dismiss
else here, eh?
you can't dismiss the
Did you have
influence.
biryani today or something?
Look at you. You can't dismiss the influence of Dutch football. I think total football, the system that they're playing, direct football, it's really good, man. I think if you can also see the kind of goals that the Netherlands have scored, it's all direct, from transition, from how they're defending a corner, and then immediately they win the ball. They hit it to the middle where you get Jan van Alden there, Memphis Depay, 2-3 touches, and they're scoring the goal. So they play really mesmerizing football, and I think they're also one of the teams that we should look out for. So yeah. I think the Netherlands are
Okay.
I stand
Now,
out.
looking at obviously Wednesday's match,
Yeah.
France, Portugal. I mean,
Woo!
I was struggling to stay awake because I had a early week, but I mean, you've got a quarter of a Real Madrid squad in that combined
Champions League winners.
right?
It's
Karim Benzema, you've got Ronaldo,
Rafael
you've got
Varane.
Varane,
Yeah,
players. I mean,
yeah.
you've got Paul Pogba, who is on form.
Yeah.
You've got a French team who I think are really oozing with confidence.
A lot of people might disagree. I think because
based on Deschamps' tactics or
I think
their performance. What
I think from some. I mean, we saw their game against Hungary. They should have won that one. All credit given to Hungary, of course. They're brilliant team. I think their defense playing a 5-3-2. It's working out for them. And France, I think a lot of people are expecting more. I mean, you have the likes of Antoine Griezmann on your team. You have Kante.
You've got a formidable front.
Brilliant,
Benzema, Griezmann,
Mbappe. Mbappe also came a bit. Is coming under a lot of criticism. He's been influential. He's 22, but when you're 22 and you're playing at that level. World Cup winner, week in, week out, you play in the Champions League. I mean, I just saw stats of, when his stats actually match with Cristiano Ronaldo when Cristiano was 22.
Yes.
The amount of goals scored, the amount of goals scored, the amount of games scored, goals scored per minute. So you can tell that, when you are when people speak about you in the same breath as the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo.
When you talk about
pedigree, you are compared to the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, then a lot is expected from you.
But a name we're not seeing often nowadays is Ousmane Dembele.
Yes. I think when he moved to Barcelona, he didn't get
and we
cracking.
Can't blame it on Jose Mourinho. So.
he didn't be on the front foot like people expected him. But I think there's so much quality and competition in the French team. I mean, you have Moussa Sissoko also, on the bench. You have Olivier Giroud, the experience that he has, playing Champions League, winning the World Cup. He's on the bench.
Noticed we've seen a different Hugo Lloris here compared to the league. What's going on? I mean, we've seen a different Hugo Lloris.
It's just a different level. A lot of people are saying the same thing about Emmanuel Neuer also, that he hasn't really come out as strong as you expect him to, knowing the quality that he has in the pedigree.
Would you prefer to stay then instead of obviously?
No, I think Neuer gives you so much, in terms of, he's a modern goalkeeper. He plays, super keeper. He's able to start defense. He can play that long ball that can, reach a striker and eventually result into a goal.
Reach Serge Gnabry on the corner.
You see, yeah. So I would any day prefer him, but I think just like the rest of the German team, it's taking them a bit to kind of like acclimatize to the tournament. I'm not sure what's wrong with these teams, man. It's just they're they're just failing to
Are
get
they
into
missing a Ozil, perhaps?
I don't know. I think they are over that. They're over that. But I think with Germany, what they're lacking is youth.
I'm
You know,
talking
in
about
their team.
Germany, Salilo.
Yeah.
Tuesday, England versus Germany. With
Sure.
a disciplined, oiled machine
Yeah.
against a counter-attacking squad.
England right now, you know, the games that I've seen from them and how they've played, I just feel like they're not aggressive enough to go against a German team that, you know, when they're under pressure, they can just show what they're made of. So
would you not agree this Euro would be the one where England want to make a point? Because obviously they lost out at the World Cup.
They lost out, and they have the advantage because they're playing so many games at Wembley, you know, at home. So you'd expect them to like want to own it, but I don't see it happening, man. I just think, you know, the Germans are a bit too aggressive, and you know, they have loads of talent in the team. I think what's missing from the German team is introduction of youthful players. You know, granted, you have Kai Havertz in the team. He's doing pretty good, but I think you know, in comparison to maybe a Kylian Mbappe, he's just not on that level.
Well, then I mean, we're gonna look at obviously Timo Werner. I mean, if you want to talk about
he's not playing much. Timo Werner, same as Leroy
Sané. We've forgotten is Marco Reus.
Another, I think the age factor.
Who missed out in the 2014 World Cup.
The age factor with the German team, I think, is
should I remind you about Oliver Kahn?
I think, yeah. But, you know, you can argue that, but Germany versus England, I'm definitely seeing Germany take this one. It's gone.
Yeah. What you calling it?
No debate. 2-0.
2-0.
Germany.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. All right. Well, looking at obviously former greats like Ruud van Nistelrooy, who obviously heaped a lot of praise on Memphis Depay.
Yeah.
I want to move the attention to some players who've really, you know, shown their pedigree in the tournament. We're looking at Kevin De Bruyne.
Class.
His rating of 8.84.
Class.
Ronaldo, obviously, 8. Frankie de Jong at 7.8.
Yeah.
Locatelli from Italy, surprisingly, is sitting on 4th with 7.8. Memphis Depay. Romelu Lukaku.
Yo, I think you know. Can I just start with Romelu Lukaku? I think he's what the English wish Harry Kane was right now. Because I think coming to the tournament, you know, the best two strikers that, you know, everyone was expecting them to set the tournament on fire was obviously Romelu Lukaku, considering the season he's had at Milan, and also stellar season, and also Harry Kane. But Harry Kane hasn't really, you know, got going as much as the English fans would have wanted. But, you know, Lukaku is a traditional old nothing fancy number 9. You know,
well, he's got the strength, the agility.
Exactly. No speed, but, you know, if he can have his back against you know, the goals, the moment he turns, he's on target. You know, he's brilliant, and he's deadly striker
for the national team.
Brilliant, you know, and then you know, you mix that with the amount of talent that the Belgian team has, you know, with the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, who would pass the living lights out of you and find you wherever you are. And, you know, you still have the likes of Eden Hazard, who, if he doesn't score, which you've seen in the Torn Hazard, also brilliant young player, you know. I think he is actually playing better than his older brother right now.
I mean, you've got such wealth on your squad.
Probably the best team at the tournament right now, after the French. Yeah, so I think you know, the Belgian team is looking pretty mean, you know. They're so good, you know, with how they keep the ball and frustrate the opponent, you know, with Witzel in the middle, just marshalling the center of the field, winning everything and starting the attack from there.
He's really fulfilled the boots of Raja Nainggolan.
He did brilliantly. So for me, the tournament will either go to Belgium or France.
Okay.
Yes, that's
I'd like to hear what Len and Vasil have to say on this.
Belgium, France. Those are for me.
Well, we've written off the Oranje there.
Spain.
I mean, you've got, do you think Jordi Alba's in his days?
I think probably. You know, it's just not working out for them for Spain. I think the Spanish team that we've all known and loved that won the World Cup here in South Africa, that was the official end of the Tika Spanish football that we've all loved. And I think it's going to take them a bit of work for them to kind of like come up with a new generation of players that are that influential. I mean, in that team, the likes of Andre Iniesta, you know, you had the likes of Xavi Alonso, you know, at the back, you know, you had Casillas, at the back, you had a really solid defense also. So I think you know, it's going to take them a bit of time for them to kind of like reach that level, because it was really brilliant team, and them wanting to I don't know, aspire to be that team is going to take a lot of work. But one team that I think they're replicating, you know, the previous tournament is Portugal. I think in the previous tournament, you know, they won it when they qualified to the knockout stages. They qualified as third best placed. You know, even in this tournament when you know it was the last game against France, I think everyone expected them to lose, but they didn't. And they're coming in as the dark horses, you know.
Well, we haven't seen much of Bruno Fernandes here.
Yes. Another player which is a letdown. I know as a Manchester United fan,
let's just get one thing clear: we're on the red side. It doesn't mean I got a blue power.
I know you're a staunch Man U fan. I know, and you're a big fan of Bruno. I think, you know, when you play with a Cristiano Ronaldo, it's easy to get upstaged. You know, not only in the field of play but also mentally. You know, I think that's gotten him. Do
you think this is going to really affect his confidence?
No, but I think in this tournament, yes. But going forward, no. I think maybe he understands that, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo's time might be coming to an end. I mean, this might be the last time we're seeing Ronaldo at the Euros. So, you know. And
the last time we see Messi at the
Copa America, and Ronaldo, we know him is one for the big games. You know, he might not play the whole tournament, but you know, example that game they played against France. You know, he literally just took the whole Portuguese team and put it on his shoulders, and that's what we know him for. So I think when you're Bruno Fernandes, it kind of gets a bit overwhelming. Unless you're and Bruno Fernandes, who's used to being like a central figure at Man United, and now you have to be and now you have to be a supporting actor now at a Portugal because Cristiano Ronaldo is there. So it's weird. You see. So, you know, I think maybe if you could maybe just accept that role, say this is not for me to shine as much as I can, but I'm just here. You know, we all know the Portuguese team is built around Cristiano Ronaldo. Every time they have the ball, they're looking at him. You know, they're looking to cross it either to him.
Once he's obviously done.
Some people argue that the Portuguese team might actually, you know, do more than they are now because they won't be that over reliant on that one player. I think for example, you can check with the likes of Belgium. You know, they don't have that one player. Of course, Kevin De Bruyne is there, but you know, they played the first game, they won convincingly. He wasn't there. You know, Eden Hazard not playing his best football at the moment right now, but you know, they're still making it happen. So I think if Cristiano Ronaldo does hang up his boots, we might see a stronger Portuguese team.
Before Sadek hangs his boots, Belgium, Portugal,
Belgium all the way. 1-0.
1-0. Yeah, some stuff. Salalo, great man.
Oh, yes.
I'll catch you later. Anyway, that's a wrap up of our football coverage and analysis on the Euros. And we take a quick ad break. When we come back, inshallah, I'm speaking to Coach Imtiaz Khan. We're talking about boxing. Stay tuned.